Anyone who suffered this knows what it feels like. A family's loss of an unborn child turns into a mission to help others suffering from the same heartbreak.
And Audrey Castrano now takes a look inside Threads of Love for this week's Made in San Antonio.
At Threads of Love, volunteers are hard at work, crocheting, stuffing, and sewing. But some of these clothes will never be worn home from the hospital.
There have been 7 now babies miscarried. I grieve for my daughter to go through that pain, and then we grieve for the baby loss.
After their daughters each suffered miscarriages, Joe and Liz Page felt called to action.
But we don't linger because we know we're with babies in heaven, so that keeps us, we're going to join them at some time.
We wanted to learn more about miscarriages and premature babies and developed a real strong passion for premature babies. And that's why we started Threads of Love San Antonio.
Now twice a week, they gather with other people who have suffered some of the same loss or are struggling to get home from the NICU.
There's so many hurting people. So we now make 37 items, some for the living and some for the grieving parents.
Burial gowns adorned with lace from donated wedding dresses, and some of the tiniest caskets that will cradle these babies.
It just thrills the parents to think there's dignity. That's what we want to add, dignity to a very difficult time.
Dignity and a bit of closure.
The ministry is just a community. We couldn't do it without all our helpers, for sure.
We make about 100 plus a week.
They're volunteers like Yolanda Ibanez, also finding healing in the process.
At that time, we were going getting over the death of our great-granddaughter that died. She was in a hospital in Texas Children in Houston and died at 11 months.
A friend led Ibanez to Threads of Love. Now 8 years later, she continues to use her sewing skills to help the families who find themselves in the NICU.
Now we know we have an angel watching over all of us. So it was a blessing. My friend knew that I needed it.
For us, it's comforting to be able to help them. That's the big thing. We have a very strong heart for helping the babies. And we pray for them every day. We try to encourage all of them as we go. So it's just our mission.
A mission of healing and hope.
Thank you for that personalized touch.
That comes with every stitch sewn. Well, Threads of Love has operated for nearly 20 years on just donations and volunteers who have joined their mission, and they're always looking for donations of scrap material, lace, or just your time. Visit our website, kens5.com, for more information on how you can get involved. Such a great mission, guys.
I was going to say, it sounds like something, you know, if you're looking to help someone, this would be a great cause because they help so many families, especially in such a difficult time.
It's amazing because Liz and Joe Page said one of their volunteers works at a burial mortuary, I guess, and they said sometimes those parents just bring the babies in a blanket and that's what they're buried in. Wow. Or they're buried in a box. So this gives them that dignity of having a beautiful gown, the only gift they'll ever get, or this casket. That was just so heartbreaking to see.
Yeah, that's a tough thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that great story, Audrey.